everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Our team is going to be presenting about our application called Swipe NYC. It's the all-inclusive mobile subway application, and we are very excited to present to you. My name is Michelle Ben-Sadi. We have other presenters today, Adriana Espino, Christopher Law, Sally May, and Ebony Turman, and we cannot wait to hear what you think about our project. So we have a lot on our agenda today, and I'm just going to walk you through what we plan to discuss in our presentation. First thing that we want to do is introduce to you the company and the product description. Next, we will go through a SWOT analysis, followed by talking about marketing objectives, followed by talking about the target market and positioning of the new product. We will also talk about our marketing mix strategy, including the 4 Ps, product, price, distribution, and promotion. And then we will end off with our closing remarks. So what is Swipe NYC and what can Swipe NYC do for you? We have a lot of cool features, and I'm just going to run through a couple of them right now. First things first, it's able to provide you a map and directions of where you want to go. It also can conveniently refill your Metro card, so you can choose at any time to refill your balance by time or by money. You can check your balance as well, which is very convenient because otherwise you'd have to go to the Metro station and swipe your card and wait until you get a response from the machine, but now you can just check it anywhere remotely and whenever you feel. You can also cancel and freeze Metro cards if they are lost or stolen, which is very convenient because then you can recover the value on your card if that's the case. You can also report accidents and or suspicious activity with ease. There are also real-time updates and reports from strap hangers so that you can just have the most convenient route and know exactly what to anticipate before you go on with your commuting experience. So the next thing our team is going to discuss today is a SWOT, the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. I'm actually going to be presenting the strengths and weaknesses on behalf of Christopher Law, who's out doing some field research for us. So I'll just be talking about what research he's come up with while he's away. So strengths. We have a lot of great strengths with our Swipe app. The first thing I want to mention is that it creates a community. Because so many people will be connected to our app, they will be able to talk with each other by updating each other about accidents. They can report suspicious activity, and a community is always good because then we can figure out what we need to tweak, what we need to edit, what we can improve, and just having a good community base is where the heart is at because we want to listen to our customers and have customers listen to each other. So that would be a really great benefit if we can create that community seamlessly. The next thing is that it saves time. This kind of transitions from what I just spoke about, which is that you can report activity, whether that's accidents or suspicious activity, directly through the app. So if that's the case, now riders can know when to anticipate some sort of accident, and they can plan accordingly with their day. And this is a really valuable feature for our customers because time is money in New York City, as we know that. The next strength that we have is that it prevents fraud. This is because with the feature that you can cancel your card and then recover the balance if it's lost or stolen. Now we don't have as much fraud cases because there's less risk for having your card get stolen and used and you losing the value of the card. Now, as soon as you find that you have lost your card, you can report it lost or stolen right there and then it will freeze the card remotely, and you can recover that balance eventually whenever you feel that you want to get the card replaced. So those are 3 great strengths that we have at Swipe NYC. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about the weaknesses that we have with Swipe. So the first thing is that Swipe NYC is very internet dependent. That means we rely on internet connectivity to make sure that our app can function for you, our customer. The thing is, as much as this can be a weakness, it is also known that the MTA has been working a lot on improving their Wi-Fi systems in the subway, so people have a lot of connectivity while they're riding the app, while they're riding the subway, so it shouldn't be as much of an issue. Another weakness is that people might find that it's too many functions in one spot. That can be viewed as a weakness or as a strength because now people don't have to access multiple different applications just to do limited functions in each app. Now users can seamlessly just do exactly what they need to do with a swipe of their finger all in one app. Our third weakness is user privacy. Some of the things that we've come across is that users might be concerned with the fact that their credit cards are linked to the app. We have thought that we can actually implement a process where we can do 2 passwords. So either that you can have your finger get recognized by your device if you have an Apple device, for example, or you can have a double entry system where you just have to type in 2 passwords to make sure you can access the app. So those are our weaknesses, but while we find that we have a few weaknesses, we think that they're not too big to mitigate what we can do with our strengths as our company. So we think that we can do a lot more for our customers, and we have a lot of great value. So I think our strengths outweigh our weaknesses, and I think we can do a lot of great things for our customers.
Some of the opportunities for Swipe include its growth and expansion. So NYC is the only city that Swipe is available in currently, but there's a lot of opportunity in large metropolitan areas like Boston, Los Angeles, Dallas, and all these other cities that use subway systems around the world in the future. Through the expansion of this app, we can also contract with other transportation authorities in major cities. And through that contract experience, we can also increase the multi-language capability by thinking about the demographics of our communities and seeing which languages are most used within this app. And in turn, this can really increase user engagement by encompassing a lot of different cultures and providing people with the accessibility that they need to use this app for convenience. Some of the threats in Swipe NYC is multiple competitors that already have existing apps that check balances or give you directions on the subway. However, the greatness of this app is that we are able to have a one swipe capability of having all of these functions in just one app. And our second threat is cybercrime, which is evident in a lot of apps that use the internet. And cybercrime is inevitable, unfortunately, but our really strong team of programmers can really upgrade our systems and provide software capabilities that will become more secure as we develop in the future. Our main goal is to win a contract with the MTA for their endorsement of our app. Through this association with the MTA, we can really enhance our customer relations on the subway system and provide them a sense of community in our ridership. So in our market share currently, we have about 1.7 billion riders on the MTA system. Over 50% of these riders have smartphone capabilities to download our app and efficiently use all of our features. And in that 50%, in the first year, we project to maybe capture 25% of those riders and have them download our app. So in the future years, we can actually increase our promotional value and have more people download our app. And in essence, we can increase our sales and profitability by establishing and continuing that partnership with the MTA through our pricing mechanisms.
To focus on target market and positioning, our main goal is to have all New York City strap hangers download our app. But right now we're focusing on a specific demographic that gets users between 16 and 35 years old. That is because our research has shown that they are more likely to be actively engaged in different forms of technology, including social media and other public transportation apps. Our objective is to position ourselves as the all-in-one app, where users can perform all their MetroCard and MTA related activities with just a swipe of a finger. So we want them to actually get rid of the idea of making lines to refill your card, to be on a rush and then be upset because you don't have enough balance. So we want to change that idea and focus on how with just a swipe everything is going to be alright. So we want them to think of our app and think about convenience, time saving, and easy travel.
Moving on to our product strategy, we named Swipe NYC for its convenience for our New York City commuters. As the name suggests, with a swipe, everything's all right. And Much like a credit card app, Swipe is created for its convenience and designed for ease of use. We're able to determine card balances, reload at the touch of a button, and is personally associated with each individual so that we have proper processes to file claims and recover that card, just like a credit card app would. And Swipe is not only used for paying the ride fare, but it can also be used to determine the best routes in the subway system. And moving on to variations of the app, we're in different testing stages for two demographics in specific. So a student version and a senior version of the app is in the process of creation while we're talking to the government and MTA to subsidize fares, initiate transfer systems, and issuance of cards and their identities to those students and senior citizens so that they can properly use these cards with convenience. On to pricing strategy. Swipe uses a price skimming strategy because we consider Swipe as an innovative technology service that is contractually partnered with the MTA. It provides a proprietary technology that is not existent in any app service currently available. So the MTA in turn is willing to pay a price premium upfront to take advantage of this product in the market. So as the app becomes more used and we have more users download this app, we can negotiate with the MTA to choose a pricing that is comfortable for them because they are going to be our main consumer for this product. So pricing for the MTA will be subsidized by the MTA fare. We are going to be directly charging the MTA for the usage of this app. So commuters in New York City can actually download Swipe for free, but a portion of the subway fare that they pay from the MTA will be attributed to our app services. And each swipe from the Swipe platform will be charged by the MTA for 25 cents to each fare. And if we think about the annual ridership at 1.7 billion riders per year, and we can maybe capture 50% of this market share in the ongoing years, we will have 878 million riders and make a general revenue of $219 million going forward.
So now we're going to discuss our distribution strategy, or the place strategy. So as of now, Swipe NYC is trying to adopt a direct-to-consumer distribution strategy where we try to get our products straight into the hands of all of our users. But ultimately, our goal is going to be to work and contract with the MTA so we have a truly centralized and streamlined approach on all things related to the MTA. We also think that the best way to go about this would be to have one channel of distribution where we would be available on mobile app stores. So this could be the App Store for Apple users or Google Play for Android users, depending on what type of device you may have. And we think that the best way to go about this is to have an intensive distribution strategy. So we want to be available and compatible to be used on different types of phone devices, like Apple, Android, and all the other phone devices that there may be out there. So it's a very intensive distribution strategy. We really want to get ourselves out there. We think our product has a lot of value, and the more people that have our product in the NYC region, the better off they are. And we think this is the best way to go about it.
Moving towards promotion strategy, you may have noticed that our slogan is, with just a swipe, everything is alright. We chose this slogan because it not only emphasizes the name of our app, but also it summarizes the main benefits we are promoting. It reminds our users that you can obtain so many of our benefits by just a swipe of a finger. Our main promotion medium is going to be social media. As we mentioned before, we chose a demographic between 16 and 35 because we feel that they're more actively engaged in social media and other apps. So we will promote the app through Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, among others. For printed media, we decided to choose Metro New York, AM New York, Time Out Magazine because they are already offered in so many subway stations for free. So the convenience of obtaining these products while you are at a train station is gonna help us captivate those users. A special promotion that we're offering users to entice them to download our app is to provide them for a $5 credit that they can apply to their Metro card when it is connected to the app.
So, David, what do you think of the app? I hope you like it as much as we do. Swipe NYC. With just a swipe, everything's all right. Thank you.